Well, folks, very seldom do we get to bring you something brand new, something that's never been done before, something that's paving its own way into history books here at Righetti High School. But for the first time since the school opened in 1963, girls flag football is an official CIF sanctioned sport. And you are about to watch the first game ever here tonight. Hi, everybody, and a very pleasant good evening wherever you're joining us from. The game number one ever of the Righetti High School girls flag football season as the Santa Maria Saints head across town to take on our Righetti Warriors. Alongside my partner and former flag football legend, Rolando Grijalva, my name's Kyle Tognazine. It's our pleasure to bring you the game here tonight. Coach, I'll start you with this. How cool is it? 2025, we now have an opportunity for these young women to participate in something brand new, not just for fun, but for an actual sanctioned CIF sport.
We've been working on this for years. I think it's been around for a while. I know that there's been a lot of people that have been wanting this to go around for a while, and we finally got our coach, and we finally have a bunch of girls that are ready to play. We have Coach Xochitl Hayes here on the field right in front of us, and we got a packed house here tonight. So this is super exciting to see all these fans come and join and watch, and everybody watching online too.
Hey, it's a new thing. It's going to take a little bit of time. But I'll tell you what, Coach, I'm looking at this roster, and of course, we don't have any previous year stats that we can look at as far as football goes, outside of maybe thinking back to last year's Powder Puff game where some of these juniors or these seniors this year played in. But I know we got some athletes on the Righetti side, I can tell you that. I recognize names from our basketball roster, soccer, softball, wrestling. Who are you excited to watch here tonight?
I'm excited to watch. Let's see, we got Cassie Hernandez. I know that we just interviewed her last week. I saw her on the interview during the Friday night football game about 2 weeks ago. She talked very highly of the team and a lot of the plays that they're going in and just talking about the athletes on the roster. So I think we should be excited for a lot of run plays and a lot of passing plays as well. So taking a look at that poll, it looks like we got a couple of people that are 50-50 on two or more. I like the faith that we have in us, especially on a very heavy run type of game.
It is going to be interesting. If you take a look at the field, and I'll try to show you. We're without a cameraman, so we're doing this ourselves. Okay, a little bit smaller of a field. The width is a little bit smaller. It's about 50 yards-ish, maybe a little bit less than that. We will go 80 complete yards. So on this side of the field, as you can see, we'll go down to the end zone is the pylon. So they got to get to the 20-yard line for the end zone. On the other side of the field, down here at the west end zone, we will get to the full end zone. So if it's got to get inside those cones, it's a little bit different, a little bit of a funky playing field, but it is 7-on-7. You'll have 7 offensive players versus 7 defensive players. The girls will start the ball on the 14-yard line, which looks weird here. It says the 34, but that's really the 14. So the Warriors they'll start on offense. They'll have to get to the 40-yard line for a first down, and then it is zones to gain after that, and those are in increments of 20 yards. So kind of different than regular high school football, but there are some similarities as well. So Megan Calderon will be the quarterback for the Righetti Warriors as she takes the first snap here in the inaugural season. She's going to drop back and throw, and she is incomplete. That is intended for, I believe, that is Lexi Simon, number 4, the basketball player, and it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 14.
I love this already. We're already starting off with the passing play. Usually it's run, run, run.
It's going to be interesting. I will say game time temperature is pretty chilly. It's about 62 degrees, and there's a pretty good wind into the face of the Righetti Warriors. So throwing the ball is going to be a lot harder in this direction than it is going the opposite direction. So 2nd down, and actually it's 2nd and 6. It's going to be a run play to the left side, and that is Erica Morales, number 20. And it'll be no gain really on the play, Coach. I think it'll be a loss. We'll still call it no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Got to get to the 40-yard line.
And I think a lot of flag football is just about speed, a lot of shiftiness that's going on. And you could tell if she was open on the open field and had a little bit more, she would definitely gain a lot more there.
So 3rd down for the Warriors. Calderon dropping back. She's going to look to the left side over the head of the intended receiver is Lexi Simon. A good coverage there for Santa Maria. And the one thing we'll see is they have the opportunity to punt. There is actual punts that happen. As far as I spoke to the referees about 20 minutes before game time. That's my information that I've got here. Everybody's still kind of figuring out the sport, Coach. I'll be 100% honest. So we're trying to figure it out as well. I believe they can punt the ball, but I'm not sure exactly what's going on here.
We're all learning with you guys. We're all learning all together. It looks like they are changing it up on the defensive end, so it looks like they may actually punt this.
Yep, so they are in punt formation. Santa Maria is back deep to receive. We don't have a whole lot of roster information for Santa Maria. We have first names. They did not give us a first and last name roster, so I apologize for that. If you call us here by first names, we're not calling them by anything other than their actual first name that was listed on the roster. So just an FYI. Here comes the punt. Oh, a pretty good punt there. It's going to bounce about the 44-yard line.
Good 20-yard punt.
And Kenny Kress. A little appearance by Kenny Kress always here. He's see if he can make that throw in. Kenny, you got a cannon on you, big dog? Nope. He is trying to figure out. He's just going to go set that ball down.
There we go.
All right, nice Kenny. Guy. Good choice. We don't want any rotator cuff injuries for our guy, Kenny Kress. He's been doing this longer than anybody.
And I have to tell you, Kenny Kress, one of the nicest guys, but also some of the coolest shoes I've ever seen on someone.
Oh, absolutely. So Santa Maria in offensive formation as they have two running backs. One receiver will go into motion. The snap is going to be a quarterback run play.
She's got some space.
And some good space on the outside. That is number 22, Sophie, who looks to be their quarterback. And she gets across the midfield into Righetti Warrior territory.
And there was a lot of movement earlier, so they were kind of shifting rotations. And I think that's where a lot of the game comes around is just how fast you are. And she had some open space. She got 7 yards, looked good. She was just running straight down the line.
So second down, I believe it has to get to the 40-yard line to be a first down. So it's going to be about 8 yards. It's going to be a short screen pass, complete to the right side. And some space. A good tackle there by Cassie Marquez, who makes a tackle after a gain of 3. A great job because she was going to have some space there and could have got out there and perhaps scored.
Yeah, I don't think if Cassie would have got it, that would have been just a touchdown.
You're wondering who that PA announcer was. I heard Coach Blake is calling the game there for the Warriors. So if you hear that, make sure we send our praises to his direction.
Shout out to Coach Blake.
We got a penalty marker on the play, a first flag, and Coach, we will have to try to figure out what penalty they're going to call.
All right.
Vote in the polls, guys. How many passing touchdowns we're going to see tonight? 0, 1, 2, or 3+. It looks like it's a tie right now between 2 and 3+. It also, Mr. Nate Watts is watching and tells us to read the rule book, Coach. We appreciate that support.
Yeah, I'm in math, Mr. Watts. I don't read too good.
I'm sorry, false start.
Hey, full start called on Santa Maria. It'll be a loss of 5 yards and a replay of third down. It's going to look like you're going to have to get about 11 yards. Once again, once they get into each zone, they have to make it to the next zone. That next zone starts at the 40-yard line. So it's 3rd and 11.
All right, looks like they're running around.
Left side run by Sophie, brought down on the outside. Good tackle there. I believe that's Chloe Ortiz, number 6. Making the tackle from the corner position.
And Chloe's another one of those. Is she a freshman or a sophomore this year?
I believe she's a sophomore.
Sophomore. Plays softball, multi-sport athlete out here for the first time.
She might even be a junior, Coach.
Is she?
But I'm not 100% sure on that. Is Miss Ortiz, where is her? That's her daughter. We're our colleague. Where is she?
Shout out to Miss Ortiz.
We can yell at her, see if she can tell us. Front row.
I don't think they could hear me after all these
Probably
fans.
not. So Sophie at quarterback for the Saints. Snap. It's going to be a reverse play. No, it's going to be a fake reverse. Sophie. And another great tackle there. That's Cassie Marquez.
Cassie might have to come out to these Friday night games and show these guys how to shut down a corner.
Absolutely. So it'll be a first down. So they got inside the 40. So now we're looking at the zone to gain is the 20-yard line. Well, it'll be the end zone. So they are 15 yards away from that. So 15 yards will be first down and goal. This is where we're in the goal zone. Even though it is the 35-yard line, you have to get to the 20 to score a touchdown here on the shorter 80-yard field. Fake reverse. Sophie moves around. She's got some space, makes another person miss, and she's into the end zone for a touchdown. So touchdown Santa Maria, a good run there as she squirts through a handful of defenders.
Yeah, Sophie, it looks like they have a lot of trust in Sophie here. She's been putting up a lot of yards just almost by herself.
So they're going to have the opportunity to go for 2 or go for 1. It looks like since the ball's at the 3-yard line, they're going to elect to go for the 1-point PAT.
All right. Oh, the empty set.
Left side. Did she get in? No. The official on the far side rules no. The flag was pulled before, so the score remains 6-0. If you take a look at the clock, 5:19, the clock always runs here until you get the last 2 minutes of each half. So 5:16 left to play after every score. They do stop the clock. But it's 6-0 after one or in the middle of the first quarter. So that's where we're at. Saints lead 6-0. Coach, pretty good quarterback athlete.
Pretty good athlete. Running, looks like they have faith in her running. She looks like she gets downhill pretty fast. You know what I'm wondering is just the different rules that are going on. Like back in my day when we played flag football, we used to have 3 on the line. You had to have 3 on the line, and you could either go 3 receivers, 1 running back, 1 quarterback. But it looks like they just have 1 snapper.
Calderon's pass incomplete. That is intended for Elise Cortez. Hi, Brett. My son is watching at home. Just popped in the chat. Say, what's up, dude? Hope you're being good for mom. Otherwise, we're going to have some problems in the morning. So 2nd down and 10. Warriors trying to throw the football, Coach.
Yeah. And who better than your catcher on the softball team, Megan Calderon?
Good run there by the Warriors. That's Erica Morales, the running back. Gets near the 40, but it'll be... It looks like, was there a penalty on the play, Coach? I missed one.
No, I didn't see that.
Officials are going to sort it out here. We're trying to figure out just as well as you guys are at home. The officials are going to have a little powwow and discuss. It looks like it's going to be spotted at the 36-yard, but it is a holding penalty
on the defense with the 5-yard gain. All right.
That should result in the first down. So it'll be first down. And now, as we are at the 40-yard line or past the 40 zone, we're going to get to the opposite 40 for it to be a first down.
And this is something to celebrate. This is Righetti's first down ever.
Calderon up the middle. Calderon pushing forward and gets across to the 44-yard line. It'll be 2nd down.
And Megan, she's one of those dual sport athletes as well. Catcher on the varsity softball team since she was a sophomore. I think this is her senior season. And man, she could hit that ball, but she can throw it on the softball field too. So excited to see her throw it here, even on the football field.
So 2nd down. Calderon drops back, looking to the right side, and over the head of number 13, Victoria Paul. And it's got to be hard. Coach, I got to say, I've been down on this field and trying to throw into this field with a football and everything into your face. The ball is just going to sail on you high if you do not throw like a perfect spiral. And I can't imagine.
Oh, yeah.
It's easy for the girls to throw in this direction. Just wait till they switch directions. You're going to start seeing a lot more accurate passes, unless the wind does go down.
Oh, man. I think they should just run another 2 or 3 yards. Just expect that ball to go a little bit further.
So 3rd down, handoff is to Marquez. Marquez shifty and gets across the 40, but a lot of running for a whole lot of nothing there, unfortunately. And that's the thing. You got to get the ball downfield, especially these 20-yard first downs you got to make.
Yes.
And so you do have to pick up these big chunk plays, Coach.
And you have to have a lot of spacing for these types of games, just so you can be a little bit more shifty and make people miss. The more room you have, the more yards you can gain.
Dynamite drop in there. Love that analysis.
Thank you. It's like stating the obvious here.
Yeah. 4th down upcoming for the Warriors. It looks like you're going to be in punt formation again. So I did read that the center doesn't necessarily have to snap it between their legs. They can snap it to the sides, but the ball has to be on the ground. That's a good punt. Oh, that is landed and taken by the quarterback. And that's number 22, Sophie, who's been a really good player for Santa Maria so far. Really quick. I would assume she plays some other sports.
Basketball, multi-sport athlete, I don't know. Cross country, track, something. She's moving.
First and 10 for the Saints at the 43. So they're going to have to get to the opposite 40-yard line.
What do you think, Coach? Are they going to motion and they're going to run it?
No, they're going to do a screen pass. The hook and ladder. Something a little special there. Good tackle, though. That's Cassie Hernandez once again making a great tackle from that linebacker position. I think if you're the coach for the Warriors, you're going to have to move some ladies up a little bit closer to the quarterback. They're trying to just throw everything short.
Yeah.
And I think you got to make a beat you deep, especially throwing the football. So 36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 6-0 Santa Maria leads. Double back formation for the Saints.
We got a motion coming across.
Fumble on the play, and that'll be a good ball. That'll be automatic. So as soon as the fumble hits the ground, it's an automatically killed. Ball spotted where the fumble was. It doesn't. The team that fumbled it still retains possession. The only difference is if the ball happens to fumble out of the hand and into the arms of a defensive player, then that's when it would be a turnover. So it is just under 3 seconds. We're going to go to 0-0, and that's the end of the first quarter. Your score is Santa Maria 6, Righetti 0. So pretty quick first quarter, Coach.
Yeah, that was pretty fast. Not too bad. Not too bad.
What would you like to see a little bit more of in this quarter, Coach?
I would like to see people run a little bit further to try to catch that ball. I love that Megan's trying to throw the ball. I love that Righetti's trying to throw the ball. She's got a cannon on her, and I think people just got to get out a little bit further for her. Other than that, a lot more spacing. I think spacing would be great. Running it around a little bit more. I think there's great coaching going on. They're trying to tell them about that. But the defense, for the most part, is looking pretty good. Those corners are being cut, and I think they're grabbing the flags pretty well. They're stopping it pretty early. Just one big play that's really gotten out of hand.
I think the team that can get into the open space the quickest is going to win. I think that so far that's been Santa Maria. That's why they've scored. I think once you get past that initial, 6-yard play of getting to the first down, then you got to get some chunk plays, and that's where the teams are obviously going to struggle. It's going to be a little bit more defensive friendly, I think, unless you can get somebody that can really push the ball down the field. And as they switch directions here, I would assume there's going to be a little bit of adjustments for both sides, trying to have to throw the football into the wind for Santa Maria, and now with the wind for Righetti. They never moved the ball. The ball stayed in the same spot, right?
I think so.
Pass is incomplete. And in fact, actually, she was sacked on the play. I think the fans are right. They're yelling at us they didn't move the ball. And I don't think they actually flipped the sides of the field. They just left it where it was and switched directions,
I didn't read
which
the
is
rule
a
book.
pretty good advantage.
That might be in the rule book. We just didn't read it yet.
Well,
No.
I guess maybe not. Maybe it was. I guess technically, that's midfield right there. If you think about it, right? That's the 80. It's 80
Yeah.
yards. So that's the midfield. So if they switched it, it would have been what, a yard different.
Yeah, maybe.
So I'm not sure they probably did. I did not see.
You know, the fans always right, though, Coach. Right? The fans are always right.
Fans are always right. Always right. Especially when they're yelling out plays that we should do. Oh,
There we go.
kind of a shank there. And that punt went all about 10 yards. That was interesting play there.
I think I like their strategy. They were just going to kick it high, hope it bounced off of her, come back to the other team.
Onside punt. I didn't want to throw that in, Coach Pickett. Coach Pickett joining us right here, watching a little football, watching the girls play. We ready for our game tonight? Tomorrow night?
What's up, fellas?
What's up? Are we ready to make the trip up to Paso tomorrow night?
Yeah, I think so. We had a solid walkthrough today, and just a quick little refresher, and trying to get on the other side of this thing.
All right, you coached 7-on-7 in the summer. How similar is this like formations of 7-on-7? What are we looking at here?
It's definitely similar. Sometimes in the summer you don't have your.
It's a good pass there, complete to number 4, Lexi Simon. Good rollout there by Calderon, and a dot on the money. Her first completion there so far. But yeah, what's the difference? 7-on-7 versus, obviously this is 7-on-7, but a little bit, I'm sure.
Yeah, you obviously got to
roles.
have a center, and looks like they're able to do a little bit more lateral plays and whatnot, and get the ball pitched out to a running back, and then that's a run or throw option as well. So you got to kind of be on your toes a little bit more than 7-on-7 when you know it's always passes.
Calderon hands it off to Morales. Morales trying to tiptoe her way to the right side. Now cuts back to the left, but she's brought down in the backfield. That's number 35, Salma, with a great play for the Saints. Loses a big chunk on that play. Well, Coach, tell us what the scouting report is for Paso. What's the plan for tomorrow? What's the plan to get back on the winning train and take it to those guys you took to yet last year?
Yeah, they're going to come in fired up. They're going to be at home. We got to respect our opponent. That's the first thing. And then we got to just play clean. I think we played cleaner last week. We missed on some opportunities. But just play clean, play within ourselves, play within the chains, one play at a time, all those good sayings that you've heard. We just got to execute.
Oh, Calderon's pass incomplete, intended for Victoria Paul, number 13. And it'll be a 4th down, but a lot easier for Calderon right here to throw that football. Going in this direction, but it looks like another punt formation again for the Warriors. Coach, I always feel like, just as a coach, traveling north of the grade is always just like a weird feeling for the kids down here. You just never see, like, it always seems like it slugs along. Do you ever get that when you guys travel more than 30 minutes? You get up in North County, just a little bit different of a road trip?
Yeah, it's funny because we had guys looking at the weather for tomorrow, and they're like, oh, great, it's going to be 83 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
And coming from the Central Valley a few years ago, 83 degrees would always be great. But yeah, you got to get out a little bit earlier from school, and just got to make sure you check everything at night and lock in.
So that's Luna on the return, gets across the 40-yard line to the 43. And again, I say 43 because that's what I'm looking at. It's technically the 23 if you were talking on an actual 80-yard field. I know that's hard to visualize for everybody right now. But as you can see in this direction, you only got to get to the 20-yard line for the touchdown where the pylons are at. And then obviously on the west side of the end zone is where you have to get to. That's normal end zone. Field is a little bit narrow here. Coach, have you had any experience with 8-man football? Is this kind of similar field dimensions?
Yeah, I played a little bit of arena football when I was chasing the dream a long while ago. Definitely same dimensions, more confined space, and
good play there, but that passes to Luna. A good tackle on the outside, but a gain of 10. Santa Maria is really quick, Coach. I've noticed they got some athletes. They're being moved. Their lateral movement is a lot quicker right now than we're seeing from our Righetti Warriors.
Yeah, and then a little bit of the misdirection stuff that they're doing, trying to get everybody touches, and they got good energy coming out of the huddle.
love this. Line your quarterback up 9 yards deep. Formations are definitely weird. Passes. Oh, it's going to be backwards.
Should be a live ball. Should be a live ball. Should be a live ball.
Go grab the ball. Well, it's technically a fumble, right?
I would
Should
think.
be a fumble. It was passed backwards. Official is moving the ball back. You can replay that, and I promise you that was a backwards pass. That should 100% be negative yards. All right. We got to sort this one out. Got to sort this one out. 6 minutes left in the first half.
Looks like the phantom call that we had last week.
That's a sack in the backfield. A good play. I believe that's number 24, Rosa Rodriguez. Big sack on the play. So that'll be all the way back to the 41-yard line and 4th down. And a good opportunity with the Saints punting into the wind for a good field position here for the Righetti Warriors. Coach, how hard is it to punt into this wind when you got it going pretty good? You probably, I'm sure, practice in the afternoon. It's got to be difficult.
Absolutely, especially when you don't have Joe the kicker still on the roster. But definitely try to use the wind to your advantage, let it hang so you can get coverage down there as soon as possible.
I always wondered this: if a coach goes into a game and you have the opportunity to kick off to either defer or to receive, do you ever just choose field direction? Have you ever been in a game where you thought field direction matters that much, where you want to have the ball go in a certain direction in the fourth quarter?
Not necessarily. I mean, hadn't coached like back home in Ohio. That would probably matter, and definitely out here with the wind, it would matter. You usually go if you want the ball or not, and then you go defending the scoreboard so you can see it, going into the end of the second quarter.
Calderon's pass complete to Simon. Simon pushes forward. That is a completion and a good chunk play for the Warriors.
Number 4.
Lexi Simon, the basketball player, one of the guards that we have on Coach Hitch's basketball team. Looking forward to watching her play here in the winter. A handful of basketball players here on this roster. Looking at it, Mariah Andrade, Danica Adame, Victoria Paul.
Yeah, it's definitely an advantage. You can get your multiple sport athletes out on the grass and let them do what they do well.
Calderon rolling right. Pass is complete. And room to run is Victoria Paul. VP inside of the territory at the 43-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
Number 13. Victoria Paul.
I know the girls been working really hard. You guys might have already covered this, but 6 o'clock in the morning practices, you come driving up on Bradley and see the lights on. So it's pretty cool to see them be able to put things in action.
Dedication. A lot of our sports, especially with the later times, have switched to morning practices. Calderon's pass. Oh, what a good throw. Incomplete, intended for Lexi Simon. I misspoke on the earlier one. It was not first down. They have to get to the 40-yard line, so it's still 3rd down and 3. So one of those was like 1st and 20 on like every drive here, which is really hard.
Yeah, it's definitely very similar to the 7-on-7 world of you get 3 plays to get 20 and then 3 plays to get 20 again. So on 50-yard fields.
Handoff this time to the left side. That's Aubrey Reynolds. Reynolds is brought down for a loss, and a decision here for Coach Hayes is she's going to either have to go for it on 4th and about 7 or not really in field goal. I mean, there's no field goal opportunities here. You can't kick a field goal, but you can punt it, I guess. But I would assume that she's could go for this, right?
I would think so as well. You just see kind of a hockey line change there by San Maria. Might be their prevent defense. Oh,
they are going to punt it.
It's a good punt.
It's a good punt. It's too far. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Sorry, our bad camera on that. Well, Coach, appreciate you joining us. I know you probably got better things to do, or at least to get prepped for tomorrow. So if you want to take off, we'd be more than welcome. But obviously, we'd love for you to join us. But yeah, man, good luck tomorrow. Obviously, I'm excited to watch you guys play, and I think that you guys getting back on track tomorrow. I think you guys. I'm excited for it.
I appreciate it. We got some young guys and new guys playing varsity, and and they're just learning a little bit on the run, but we believe in what we got in the locker room, and we'll try to come together and do this thing. And like I said, one game at a time.
Big fumble on the play. Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it. Once again, good luck. And come if you're interested in going watch a little high school football tomorrow night, 7 o'clock up in Paso Robles. That game will be at Paso High School, or actually Memorial Stadium. It's at Flamson Middle School, is where that will be. Actually, it's now called Flamson Lewis Middle School. They've completely rearranged their public school system up there in Paso Robles. Used to be Flamson Middle School. Now it's Flamson Lewis Middle School, I believe. But that game is at 7 o'clock. We won't have that game for you here. We will have the game in a week or 8 days against Arroyo Grande. That game will be back here broadcasted on Righetti Sports Network.
Oh, man, she's moving.
Running back. No, that's the quarterback. That's Sophie once again scrambling ahead, and she gets to the 31-yard line. It'll be third down, Coach, and 1:05 left to play in the first half. So the clock stops as the timeout is going to be taken by Santa Maria. It was nice of Coach Piggin, unexpected to come join us, Coach. I know he's been working his rear end off with those boys, and I know that, obviously the result the last couple of weeks isn't what they wanted, but, they're definitely, a team that I think if they, can get things right here in the next few weeks, well, against really good competition that coming in the league, they should be set up to make a run and to win a handful of games by the end of the year for sure.
Yeah, and it's just a complete change of culture, I think, for Righetti High School and getting used to somebody who's coming from the Valley and doing things a little bit differently. But I think it's all positive for the students, all positive for the student athletes. Last year, I think for a lot of people, I think even me and you, we talked about how surprised we were to see how many games they won last year.
Yeah.
This year, we had a lot of seniors graduating, like you said, a lot of things moving. But there were some returners, even Matautua looked good playing quarterback, and we were happy to have him back too.
Agree with you 100%, Coach. Obviously, it's definitely one of those, well, it's early, right? It's preseason. Yeah. That's why we play the preseason. Run goes to the outside, Sophie to the right, and that is what's going to be here? What's the ruling? Either out of bounds, just short of the first down. I believe it'll be fourth down at the 1. Timeout called here on the near side of the field, called by the Warriors. So I believe it'll be fourth and a yard.
Coach, I got to ask you.
Yes, sir.
Playing Paso Robles, your alma mater.
Of course.
How is it tough for you, or are you a warrior heart?
I feel like people ask that. Is a common question. I obviously growing up in Paso, spending my whole life there pretty much. I've been so far gone from that. I mean, it's been how many years, Coach? 2005, I graduated high school. Not to throw my age out there, but I'm old. And yeah, I mean that's 20 years ago. When you think about it.
Yeah.
Most of the people that I knew there or know there are not there anymore. So like all my tie and the people that I enjoy and the people that I care about a lot are right here wearing purple and gold. So it's an easy choice for me. I'm purple and gold all day long for sure.
All right. Bleed purple.
That's right.
Togs is bleeding purple over here, right here.
I do enjoy seeing some people I know when I go up there. It is fun to see some, there's a couple old teachers that I knew still work there that I pop in and just at least say hi or make a point to say hi to. Run to the left side. Are we going to get to the boundary? No. Oh, she gets through it. Sophie threw it and finally down inside the 40-yard line. Had an opportunity for the Warriors, but got through it. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Saints.
And Sophie, she's just running. She's finding some space, and she's just making it hers.
37.4 seconds left on the clock in the first half. Santa Maria will call another timeout. Got to try and manage the clock here. So 33.8 seconds officially, and they've got they got 36 yards. They got to go. They got to get all the way to the end zone here on the west side of the field, as you can see. 6-0 Saints. Sophie, the quarterback, has been the player of the game so far for the Santa Maria Saints. Rushed in for a touchdown from about 5 yards out, and that's the only score we've had. Righetti had a chance, could have gone for it 4th and 1 last possession, but elected to punt just before the half, and Santa Maria got the ball at a touchback. So I don't know. That's one of those things where I think you're playing with the clock. You might.
Yeah.
I think you might, in retrospect, coach, try to go for that one.
Yeah, I think so. I think they were trying to play it safe and maybe run the clock a little bit to get to the next quarter. But sometimes playing it safe gets us in these types of situations where they're looking to score. Santa Maria is looking to score.
Well, official attendance tonight, 10,642 just announced.
They had to.
That's
close
paid
the
paid
gates.
attendance.
Yeah, they had to close the gates. So packed out here. I'm lucky I got a spot right here in this box.
It's warm in here. Oh, jet sweep, direct snap to the receiver. And that is a good job by Cassie Marquez, who makes the tackle at the 30-yard line with 27.9 seconds. The clock should still run, and it didn't stop. Now Santa Maria's going to call timeout with 23.7. I know we're all trying to figure out the clock situation here, but we got to put up a poll question for halftime, Coach. And I think your celebration question was my favorite. We're going to have what is your go-to touchdown celly poll coming up here in just a little bit. I got to type that into the chat, but go through that, Coach, with the group. What you're thinking here?
All right. So, what's your go-to touchdown celly? I mean, we've been seeing the gritty a lot lately over the last
Jay
couple
Jettas,
years.
baby.
We got bowling. I love that when the team goes all together and they create the bowling ball and they got the bowling pins. Everybody gets knocked down. Old school Cam Newton with the Superman.
Ooh, Superman. Okay,
And
we're
then
going gritty. We're going
Bowling.
We're
going Superman.
Superman.
And going back to my high school days. What about that crank that Soldier Boy?
Soldier Boy. I like that. That's a throwback. All right, if you had to pick, I'm going to start that poll right now. Your go-to touchdown, Sally. I want to see the votes. You go to the gritty, the bowling, the Superman, or the Soldier Boy. Sophie, to the left side. Brought down on the play. A good tackle by number 12, Abigail Longenecker. We got one vote, says Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy.
Did you vote for it yourself?
No, that had to be Coach Sauer. Nicholas Sauer. I've seen him crank that Soldier Boy so many times in the locker room. So I think that was supposed to stay in the locker room, but I'm telling you right now, he's going to win the next teacher dance competition.
We having another one of those this year?
We should. Trainer David's down there. He's won it one time.
Yes.
I'm not going to lie. I won it last year, not to gloat.
100%.
I think it's Coach Sauer's time to shine.
If you're listening, Coach Sauer, you've been nominated. Step up. That's all I got to say. Step up.
Step up.
Okay. Make Team Reach and Teach proud. Well, that is the end of the first half. Our score is Saints 6, Righetti Warriors 0. 5 minutes only on the halftime show. Okay, so 5 minute, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. 12-minute running quarters, like we said. Last 2 minutes of the first half, last 2 minutes of the second half. The only score of the game has been number 22, the quarterback for Santa Maria, Sophie, who got in from 5 yards deep. Righetti got the ball to start the first half, so that means Santa Maria will get the ball in half number 2. Coach, we got to get some bigger chunk plays out of both these teams. Find some space. What do you think?
Yeah, I think just to find space, you have to make space. I think we're really tight on where we are on the lines and where the receivers are set up. And I think if you just create spacing, you use the entire wideness of the field, you should be able to. And we just need a lot more movement, whether that's shifting, whether that's running around. It looks like we're a little bit stagnant on the offensive end, but defensively, there's a lot of movement, a lot of tackles being made, a lot of big plays that have been stopped because people are stopping. And I think we need to do what we're doing on defense, on offense, just move around.
Agree with you 100%, Coach. 100%. We got no halftime entertainment, unfortunately. Coach, I got to ask, you said, and I said, hey, you want to help me out with this game tonight? And you were all about it. And you said you were the star safety and quarterback of a – I want to hear about this team, you said. Explain it to me so I don't mess it up. What was this league?
I played in an Asian flag football league.
An Asian flag football league.
An Asian flag football league. You were allowed 2 non-Asians on the team.
Okay.
I was one of those non-Asians.
Okay.
and you can do any position. You can be in any position you wanted.
Any position you
And
want.
I was a
Okay.
kicker,
A kicker.
I was a quarterback,
Uh-huh.
and I was a free safety.
Well,
And different rules. So the rules were you had to have 3 people on the line, you had to have 2 receivers, a quarterback, a running back, and then the linemen were eligible. Your center was eligible, so your center could be eligible at the time, but they had to check in during that. But you would play almost in Fresno. It was Hmong New Year. We would play.
uh-huh.
We would play at the fairgrounds. We would play at Einstein Park. There were a lot of leagues and a lot of big money leagues as well.
Money leagues.
So,
Oh man.
so
This is
it was interesting.
That
I'm-
is interesting.
I'm telling you right now, Tom.
Yes.
You throw me on this field right
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
I could still throw the ball 50 to 60 yards. I guarantee you. That.
Regulation size football.
Regulation size football.
Overhand.
Underhand, probably.
I bet
40.
you could spin it underhand too. The way you throw a fast pitch, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm
I
not
bet
gonna
you
lie. I
could.
could probably throw it underhand pretty far too. But I have videos, man. I could throw this ball about 50 yards from 50-yard line to the end zone.
Take us through the mind of our colleague up there, Kenny Kress, watching a little flag football for the first time, enjoying his evening, looking at that beautiful sunset. I mean, Kenny Kress is a legend. Can we at least get a little love for Kenny?
You know, Kenny was here watching our all-star tennis team the other day. I think you were out watching our all-star tennis team.
I mean,
And if you see me, I'm wearing my Righetti girls tennis. I got to support girls tennis.
it literally says boys varsity tennis.
Does it say boys varsity?
Yes,
tennis?
it does.
They don't know that, but I want them to let them know that I support girls varsity tennis as well.
You can follow them at Righetti Hits Balls. That's their Instagram handle, I believe, right? No joke, I'm not lying.
Yeah.
It's Righetti Hits Balls, correct?
We were going to think about changing it to Righetti Whiffs, but I guess Righetti Hits Balls, if you would like to. It's the unofficial student ran Instagram created by a student, Sophia Laurel, actually.
Love it.
And she used to run the account even when she was going to college, and then she decided to hand it off to a couple of student players here. So, very fun, exciting team. Would always do funny polls. But I'd like to make an announcement. I am making a return to coaching, and I'm going to return to coaching for boys varsity tennis this year.
Let's go.
Yes.
Congratulations.
So I'm excited.
Absolutely.
I've been asked by a lot of students that play tennis, and they try to convince me, hey, coach, this is my senior year. Our coach left to actually Paso, and they want to be back. So I guess I got to go get CPR trained again. And
Hey, it's a good thing to have trained.
it is a good thing.
We should need to know that for sure. Well, I appreciate the one person that's voted in our poll of what's your go-to touchdown, Sully. Gritty Bowling Superman or Soldier Boy. I did talk, and I have a little inside information. If the girls get in the end zone, they've got a couple things planned.
Right.
They do realize they might get flagged for their celebration, but they are willing to take the penalty. Now, as a coach, it makes me a little, but we'll see what they do, and maybe they'll crank that Soldier Boy for us. We don't know.
You know, the inaugural first game. Why not? Why not create something memorable for the fans? All these fans that showed up.
All
today.
18 of you guys watching at home, we appreciate you.
You know, there's only 18 here because there's 10,000 out there.
Yeah, you're right. Paid attendance. Again, paid attendance is a lot different than attendance in the seats. Okay, so just so you guys are aware, paid attendance is upwards of 10,000. Beautiful sunset here at halftime. Coach, I gotta. Are you gonna make the trip up to Paso tomorrow? Watch the boys play?
Probably not.
Probably not. Got a few things handling.
I gotta celebrate my friend's wife's birthday, so that'll be fun. How about you, Coach? Are you gonna make your way up to Paso?
I'm considering it for sure. I don't know what I got a lot. I usually stop by and say hi to my parents. They still up in Paso, but they are on their anniversary, 40-year anniversary. This what's today? The 11th. in 3 days. They're celebrating their 40th anniversary, and they're going to be celebrating their anniversary on the Galapagos Islands.
All right. Well, congratulations to the Tognazini family.
They
Shout out.
are
Happy 40 years in 3 days.
they will be on a National Geographic cruise. I didn't even know those things existed. They do. They looked amazing. Obviously, they're in Ecuador right now, which is where the Galapagos Island is, but they're on mainland Ecuador today. They got there. It's safe and sound. Thankfully, got to be checking my WhatsApp every now and then because that's what you can communicate with.
Shout out to WhatsApp.
Shout out to WhatsApp for sure. Also, shout out to Hector Calderon. Go Megan from Grandpa. Grandpa's watching at home. What's up, Hector, man? We thank you for watching. You, the girls tonight, we're hoping that Megan finds the end zone a couple times. We're looking forward to this second half comeback here upcoming for the Warriors. So thanks for watching. But yeah, Galapagos Islands. What a trip.
Yeah, that sounds exciting. That sounds like a good time. So what made them choose?
So my dad
Ecuador?
worked in fish and wildlife his whole life.
Okay.
And so he's super into like nature and outdoors and stuff. And my mom obviously the same way. They go to Alaska and they do a lot of different things. And the Galapagos Islands was the one that they chose. And so all those cool species that are only found on those islands, which is pretty cool to see.
Yeah. And then so growing up, now I gotta ask. Now I'm gonna open up.
Yeah,
this
of course.
can.
Now, of course, we got time.
Growing up, did you travel a lot with them and go explore wildlife? And
Yeah, most kids went to Disneyland and went to theme parks. We went to national parks.
Okay.
We did a big national parks thing, and I'm thankful for that because I think those are some of the honest wonders of the world. Like they really are. I think if you have an opportunity to go to national park, go to a national park because they are such a fun thing to see, and they're national parks for a reason. So we went to a lot. We road trip back across the country. My mom had family in Minnesota, so we would go back there. I remember 2 summers and we'd hit all the national parks on our way back there. Zion and Bryce, Canyonlands, Yellowstone, all those. So it was fun. Got to see some cool things.
And what about your most memorable? Which one would be the most memorable to you?
Which park was the most memorable? I remember with my dad, very young age, going fishing at Yellowstone and catching this obnoxiously giant fish.
Yeah.
That was, it had to, I remember it was probably, 20 something inches. It felt like it probably was. And it was probably, but I wasn't allowed to, I was so, as a little kid, wondering why I couldn't keep it because it was too big.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The fans are getting riled up here for a reason, Coach. I'm getting excited wanting a little Warrior football here.
Oh yeah. The fans are getting excited. It's like they're calling out for Megan, which she had her shout out by Grandpa. Love that Grandpa's out watching. And
Matt Reynolds says, "Let's go, Aubrey." Yeah, let's go, Aubrey. Grandpa's watching from Oxnard for Hector Calderon. Watching Megan from Oxnard. We appreciate it. We appreciate you guys watching 100%. We also appreciate more votes. We got 4 now. 50% say Soldier Boy, 25% Superman, 25% Grady. We'll have to put up another poll here for the third quarter. We got a couple good ones on tap. Coach over here is ready to let some fire away.
Before we start, Coach, I gotta say, I've gone fishing multiple times. I can't catch a cold.
It's hard.
It's hard.
You know what else is one of the best things we've got besides fishing? David Chironis. Back on the sideline as our trainer. Back on the sidelines. Saints with the ball, 1st and 10 to start the second half. Sophie rolls out to the right side, looking deep. That ball's up, and it is, off the hands. Warriors could have picked that off. Mariah Andrade into the vicinity there for the defense. And it'll be it'll be second down.
That was a good block by Andrade. Maybe she's just so used to basketball swatting people away.
Mariah Andrade, one of our point guards that we got on the Righetti Warriors basketball team. Ball will be spotted back at the 19-yard line. Nope, keep going. I think it's the 14. I was wondering about that. I think it should have been the 14. I don't know if that last play came from the 14-yard line, to be 100% honest.
I couldn't
But they're going to play this one from the 14. They got to get to the 20. So they do have only 6 yards to go. Officials timeout on the field. There's a lot of
confusion.
I think, Coach, and we don't have the beauty of replay up here, but I think if you rewound that first play was run around like the 25-yard line, if I remember. Somebody comment in the chat where that last play was ran from, and then they moved them back to the 15. If it was the 14, it was. I think it's supposed to start at the 14-yard line, but I don't know if it actually did.
I think, I think the referees are trying to learn the rules here too. We're all learning together.
So second down and 6. Got to get to the 20, I believe. Sophie looking back, dumping it off to the left. That's incomplete. Intended over there to the left side. And it'll be third down for the Saints. I'm used to having Alejandro up here to do all this stuff, and I really appreciate what he does because, I got to say that there's some things I always mess up on. Now it's right on the scoreboard. We're in the third quarter. 10:03 left to play in the third quarter. Running clock here.
The fans are really getting into it now.
Third down for the Saints. Need 6 to pick up the first down. Motion. Sophie's going to run to the right side, being chased. Marquez meets in the gap and misses, but then is cleaned up, not after a first down. That is number 19, Chloe Martinez on the tackle. Good tackle there by Chloe. Coach is really about staying committed to your space in the field. You get off a little bit, they're gone.
Yeah, and like I said, just look at how Santa Maria is lining up. The center is by themselves for almost 5 or 10 yards sideways. Let's see if they set up the same way. It looks like there's a tight set in here now, so I wouldn't be surprised if this was a pass play.
Screenplay, I'm calling it out of the backfield. No, running to the right. Fumble on the play. That could have been flag guarding. I believe that's a rule. If you put your hand down, it's flag guarding, and that's going to be, that is not allowed. So it'll be second down after the fumble. The fumble stays with Santa Maria, like we said. The only time any fumble would ever return to the other team is if it fumbles straight out of their hands and into the arms without hitting the ground of the other team.
There's a couple rules that I need to clean up on. I know that, flag guarding was a big rule. I know changing your levels used to be a big issue.
I don't think you can dive either. It's pretty specific. You can't leave your
can't
feet.
Dive. Really, you're kind of supposed to play a pretty straight up game. And then also spinning kind of changed. You're allowed to spin now.
You are. Back when you played, did you do the karate chop?
Everything was tight. Everything was up and tight. Oh my God.
That's a dime, but intended for I don't know who. That was well over the head of the receiver. So incomplete pass.
I'm surprised she could throw that far. I mean, we've seen her run. I thought this was going to be a completely running game on Santa Maria's end, but she looks like she has a cannon on her.
I was watching in warm-ups, and they were spinning it out there. I'll be honest. I was very impressed with the way the girls were throwing the football. And that's something you don't – obviously it's completely new to, anybody, I'm sure. Learning how to throw a football, especially with dealing with wind and whatnot, is very difficult, and credit to them. Third down and 10 yards here to go for the Saints. Saints drop back. They're going to roll to the right side, being chased. Oh, good play there. What a play. Wow, coming up and making the play. Is that Cassie Marquez? My goodness, shot out of a cannon into the backfield.
Yeah, they're giving her a big shout out right now. That's got to be about 6 or 7 for her already.
So fourth down, it should be punt formation for the Saints.
4th and 9. Got to stop from getting to the green cone.
Coach Blake on the PA giving everybody the what we got to do. We appreciate it. first time for him doing the game either. So
Yeah.
it's not hard. It's not easy, my guy. I understand it.
No, definitely not easy. I still get nervous coming in here with you, Togs. I still get nervous.
Snap, and here comes the punt. Oh no,
No.
that went straight right. Oh, it's a fumble, but it doesn't matter because you're allowed to fumble. So it went 6 yards officially, Coach, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Good field position at the 35. No, it'll be 37, 38-yard line. They will have to get to the 20, to the green cone.
Coach, that girl kicks the ball 20 yards high.
That went straight up. That went definitely, I would say that if I'm a flag football coach, I'm running out and doing a rugby-style low kick that just tumbles on turf.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's the best option.
Or recruit from soccer.
Or, yes, Calderon dropping back,
There
looking
goes.
left. Oh, the hands incomplete. Intended for Zadie Reyes. Very good defense. Just got a hand on it. So close. I feel like the Warriors are about to bust one, Coach.
I think so. I think this is our time to score. I think Megan's finding her rhythm. But there's a lot of people that are touching the ball. And I think we just got to pull it in. We just got to pull it in. And
I want to see a double move. Double move on the outside. Hit her deep. I know it's coming. Calderon dropping back. She's going to look to the left side over the middle. That pass is complete. That is to number 2, Zadie Reyes. And Reyes inside of the 40 to the 36. But again, it's 3rd down. They're going to need to get 16 yards. That is one thing that is very difficult. Got to get 16 yards here. Got to push the ball down the field.
Something in is Cassie. Orcutt.
4:29 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Santa Maria leads 6-0. Warriors need to get to the 20 for a 1st down. Calderon dropping back. A blitz passes up. That's complete. A complete to the Warriors inside the 20, 10, and finally brought down number 4, Lexi Simon with a great catch. And the Warriors in business.
Number 4.
oh, and I love that we're still throwing. We're still throwing. We didn't lose our confidence in throwing. And Megan put that on the dot. Lexi was in the middle of a few defenders. And I don't know how she got out of there, but she scored.
Lexi Simon came in my classroom today. I wished her luck. I told her, asked her what the secret's going to be, what you're going to play. She's like, oh, I'm going to catch a touchdown pass here. They're going to throw it to me. I'm going to play a little wide receiver. They're gonna make sure they give me the rock. And I was like, all right, let's see it. I can't wait. And there you go. She's right. Calderon passing. Pass is incomplete. Intended on the play for Lexi Simon once again. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 10. Second and 10 here for the Warriors. Calderon looking to the right side. Passes up. Oh, incomplete. Just over the head of, I believe that's number 12, Abigail Longedecker. So now the Warriors with 3rd down.
Everybody, let's go. Let's make some room for our Warriors.
Warriors are kind of dropping back. They're not throwing a whole lot of motion here, Coach. I think if you're looking at this team, I think your adjustment maybe in the playbook in the future is to get a little bit more people moving at the line of scrimmage, some misdirection. I think that's a key thing that the Warriors are missing a little bit.
Yeah.
Calderon dropping back, pass, tipped, and incomplete. Intended for Simon, and Coach is going to have a decision here. Down 6, 4 down at the 10-yard line. And I think it says go, go, go.
I would go for it. If I was coaching, I would go for it. We're right there. This is the closest we've been all day. What do you think, Coach?
Oh, you got to go for it. There's nothing else you can do. I mean, it's not going to kick it.
Yeah.
You're going for this fully. You just need to get the pass off. Hand off to the right side. Cassie Marquez got to get to the outside. Cassie Marquez out, and she gets into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Cassie Marquez, touchdown Warriors. Made like 4 girls miss, and the Warriors tie it up.
Was this the celebration that we're all looking for?
What'd they choose? Was it Soldier Boy?
There was no soldier.
There was
boy.
no
There was
celebration.
no cranking that today.
No cranking. That's good. So the Warriors will try to get one. The ball spotted at the 3-yard line. That's going to be a 1-point conversion. If they decided to go for 2, which wouldn't make sense as it's tied 6-6, they would choose to go from the 10-yard line. So here's a big play for the Righetti Warriors. Handoff. No, it's a fake. Calderon rolling out. Calderon looking. Calderon got her! That's good! That's Sadie Reyes. The Warriors take an 8-6 lead. Correction, 7-6 lead.
I think Calderon no-looked that. She looked one way, she threw it the other. All right, here's the celebration. Oh, they just jumped into each other.
Whoop. We have, here we go. +6 and 1. There we go. 7-6. Now it's on the scoreboard. Now it's official. Now we got 1:11 left to play in the third quarter. The Warriors, their first time in school history, have a touchdown in flag football, and that's Cassie Marquez, who will go down in history books, folks. Somebody get that ball signed. Head it to the Hall of Fame.
Put that ball in the Righetti Hall of Fame.
Sophie dropping back, rolling, got a girl open, and that is complete. I believe that's Nevaeh. Gets to the 18. It'll be second down and just a couple, as they have to get to the 20-yard line for the first down.
And, Coach, I just got to say, it's an honor to call the game with you and seeing that first touchdown with you right next to me.
Hey, it's a privilege, man. Thank you for joining me. I love doing it. Love being here. Direct snap to the receiver on the jet sweep. Good play. Great job again. I tell you what, I have been impressed with Cassie Marquez tonight. She looks like she could play linebacker for the boys team. I'm not joking. She can move.
Yes, she can. I think she should be out there with the guys. She should be out in Paso tomorrow making some tackles on that end.
Coach Pickett's going to pull her off the sidelines tonight. At the end of the fourth quarter, Coach Blake just said, we know it's his first time. The fans are definitely not happy. I've never seen the fans this unhappy with the PA guy.
Come on. It's Blake. Everybody loves Blake. Shout out to Coach Blake. That's our guy.
I'm going to send you down the hall.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll do any better. Honestly.
No. Just to make sure he's okay. We good, bud? Get that man a tri-tip or something.
Smokes tri-tip would be a great fit
100%.
in that room.
Oh, well, hey, all I can say is at least these are on time. Yeah. We can judge by our reach and teach time.
I've never seen Blake show up late to anything. This guy's early. As you can tell, he's early even to the fourth quarter, the end of the fourth quarter.
Oh, we're having too much fun up here. We appreciate you guys watching. Hey, let's throw up another poll question. What's the start of the fourth quarter, Coach? What you got for us?
Let's see. What do we got? Oh, should the reach and teach football team create, or would you rather be the loudest fan?
Ooh, would you rather
be the loudest fan?
Be the loudest fan.
Or have the most creative sign on the sideline?
Would you rather be the loudest fan, have the most creative sign? I love it. We're going to start that poll. Okay? Start that poll. Would you rather be the loudest fan or have the most creative sign? Go ahead and vote now. All 20 of you guys watching at home. We want to know. Also, let us know where you're watching it from. Type in the chat. We'd love to know where you guys are watching. We got Texas earlier, San Jose. Oh, Oxnard. Okay, San Jose. Matt's watching from San Jose. We thank you for watching. Sophie rolls to the right, and she is brought down on the play by Elise Cortez.
Looks like they were running an option over on the right side. Decided to keep it for herself. Ref kind of threw the ball down right there.
Coach, I got to ask you, you play a little Madden yourself at home?
Not
No NCAA
anymore.
football? Not anymore?
Yeah, not anymore.
No.
I used to play a lot of Madden growing up. I used to just like running the franchise, more of the business side of it, more than anything.
Yeah.
How about you? Are you on the sticks?
I haven't played in a while.
Yeah.
I used to play every now and then, but not really anymore. I gotta ask, what's your every time Blake says something, I'm just laughing up here. I'm sorry. There's a guy down here that just contradicts everything he says, even though Blake was right, actually.
Yeah.
So it'll be second down for the Saints. Favorite football player of all time, Coach? Favorite football NFL player, yeah, or college.
NFL player, college. I think college player. I think it had to be Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush was the best college player I've ever seen. In terms of
Sophie runs out of bounds. That'll be a first down for the Saints. Good run there by Santa Maria inside the 40. That's past midfield because midfield is the 40-yard line.
NFL player, I think I had to go with Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck.
It made me very sad to see him retire so early.
That was an early retirement.
Seeing him, at Stanford and watching him, he was always going to be the number one pick. Going to the Colts at like the perfect time when Peyton Manning went over to the Broncos, he got hurt for that year.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Raiders fan, but I loved watching Andrew Luck and just seeing he was just an academically smart guy, and then on top of that, just a very smart football player too. Just couldn't really protect him.
You definitely knew he wasn't going to the Raiders. Hand off to the left side, and a good tackle there. That's number 6, Chloe Ortiz, who makes the stop. Andrew Luck, man, that is one name that I feel like what could have been, right? He just retired so early. I give credit to him; it's his choice, and he had plenty of money. But somebody that had, I thought, a whole lot of career left in him, and he definitely gave that up for his health, and I don't blame him.
Yeah. How about you, Coach? Who's your favorite football player of all time?
I would say, without a doubt, my guy Jerry Rice. Man, he is. Everything he did. Yeah. I watched growing up as a Niners fan and just watching documentaries on his work ethic and how he handled business, and now still looking at him today at all the games. He's still running up and down the sideline. I feel like you can put him out there right now and shoot with the Niners injury history. You might as well.
Yeah, you might as well. And I see him in all the commercials. He looks like he's still in shape.
Oh, he looks fantastic. College, though, I will have to say, and this is biased because he was in college when I was in college, so that's why I'm reason, and I got to go watch him play in person twice. Huge Tim Tebow fan. Tim Tebow was just fun to watch. Yeah. That Florida Gators team was with all the criminals, and it was a crazy team. But I did really like Tim a lot. Pass complete, left side, and that is out of bounds, but by Chloe Ortiz makes the tackle. So it'll be fourth down here for the Saints. They got to get to the 20-yard line. So if you can see that, that's the ball spotted here at the 26. It'll be fourth down and we'll call it 4th and 7 here.
Yeah, Tim Tebow, he was something else.
He was impressive in college. And how great, he had one playoff win. I remember that against the Steelers.
They kind of tried to move him all over the place. Tight end.
Tried to come back as a tight end for the Jaguars and didn't end up doing it. But they're going to run to the right side. Sophie looking for the sideline. 3 Warriors in the area. She's not going to get the first down. And the Warriors defense holds strong with 7:48 left to play in the fourth. The Warriors will get the ball back 1st and 10.
I think this is the best time for time management and try to take it slowly down the field. I know those 20-yard increments make it a lot tougher.
Yes. I mean, you have to think, right? You have 7:30. The clock does not stop. I don't know what the play clock is. I think you take your time.
Yeah, take your time.
Keep going. I mean, you make sure that you get this. You don't give it back to the Saints, unless it's under 4 minutes at minimum on this drive. Calderon passes incomplete. That's one thing is in the NFL, in high school football, you throw the ball so clock stops.
Yeah.
Flag football, clock's running outside of under 2 minutes. 7:01 left to play.
You would think that would
7-6 Warriors.
Take a little bit more time, maybe run it out a little bit more. same thing. Keep that pace and then throw it if available. They are getting to her pretty quickly, though. Santa Maria's got a pretty athletic team on both offense and defense.
They are bringing a whole lot of pressure, like on every drop back. They're bringing 2. Calderon dropping back. Pass. That's complete. That's Lexi Simon going up and taking it out of the air. You just got mossed.
I don't know if you can contain Lexi. She could catch anything. Put her in a telephone booth. She'll catch that ball.
She went up against about 3 defenders. My goodness, what a play. Although it is 3rd down, which seems like that long pass play should be a 1st down, but it isn't. 3rd down and a yard. They got to get to that X right in front of the ball. Got to get to the 40.
What do you think? Screen to Cassie right here to the right side?
You just run it. I think you got to run it. You got to run it. Go. Pass is incomplete. I think you just got to run that ball.
Yeah.
4th down, you got to run. You can't punt.
Yeah.
Just run the ball.
It was at the right space. I mean, it wasn't a bad play. It was right there, wide open, right in the middle.
I'll tell you what, Calderon's dropped back about 35 times, it feels like, in this game.
Yeah.
We have not run the football hardly at all.
I think we've got more pass plays here than we do on the Friday night games.
Definitely Lompoc, I think.
Yeah.
They had 6. Marquez up the middle. Marquez pushes forward, bowls somebody over. She's going to get the 1st down. That'll be a 1st down for the Warriors. Big run there by Cassie Marquez. Coach, I'd love to see her get the football a little bit more.
Yeah.
She is quick.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little screen pass from her. Maybe see her get downfield, but she's been putting down some good blocks as well. Cassie's also pumping everybody up on the sideline. You see her running around. She was trying to get everybody pumped for a celebration, touchdown celebration.
Yes, I apologize. It did say quarter 3. It does say quarter 4 now. Calderon dropping back. Calderon in traffic. Calderon's pass finally hits the turf. That was a dangerous throw there. And now it'll be 2nd down. Warriors lead 7-6, 4:31 left to play in the 4th quarter. Now the scoreboard on our display is correct. We apologize that it said quarter 3 earlier, but we're trying our best.
That's all we can do.
We don't have an official cameraman. I'm moving things back and forth, hitting the score when it happens. Usually we got a guy for this. He's not here tonight. He's back home doing an essay. That's fine.
Alejandro, Cam, we miss you. Thank you for your appearance. There you go.
Calderon, left side, pushes forward and gets. Where does she get? Where are they going to spot this ball? Across the 44 to the 45-yard line. It'll be 3rd down. Warriors have to get to the opposing 40-yard line, to that that orange cone. So they've got about 14 yards to go here. 3:42 left to play.
Let's make noise for our Righetti Warriors.
Coach Blake.
I love Blake. I love
fans
the fans are hyped right now. Calderon dropping back. Calderon almost jumped a route, and that is incomplete. It'll be 4th down and probably a punt situation here for the Righetti Warriors.
I mean, they did a good job, pretty good job. They killed about 4 minutes on the clock. See if we could push them back as far as we can.
Going to need a good punter here. I think it's going to be Erica Morales who'll come on to punt for the Warriors. As the clock heads under 2:50.
Put the football away and rely on their defense.
We're going to call a timeout here. Santa Maria's going to call a timeout with 2:47. I was wondering if they're going to ever do that. It's a smart play there. Coach, 7-6. You said, we said, what's going to be the poll was how many passing touchdowns?
Yeah, passing touchdowns.
None yet?
None yet.
Still just 2.
Two
Cassie Marquez for the Warriors?
Yes.
And Sophie, the quarterback for the Saints. The only difference in the game is 2-point conversion, which was a passing throw to, I believe, Zadie Reyes. Caught that one. A couple big catches by Lexi Simon tonight. Some good defense by the Warrior defense. Been tough sledding offensively for both teams, but it's granted you got to get it 20 yards down the field pretty much on every drive, every series of downs. So that's difficult.
That's just a tough task. Even for 10 yards is a tough task. but 20 yards is a lot.
So the Warriors will punt it away. Let's see what Santa Maria will choose to do, let it roll out or try to receive it. Here comes the punt. Good punt there. Off the arms of the receiver. And that'll be down to the 20-yard line. Oh, it'll be a touchback.
Oh, interesting.
That sounds weird as a touchback, but if you guys can see there are the pillars, right? The 20-yard line is
right.
the end zone. So between the 20 and the 10, we're on an 80-yard field. That's why it was a touchback, even though the ball hit at the inside the 20.
Yeah,
I know it's hard.
That was a little close. That was a little close to call. I mean, if I was Santa Maria and the ball was going, I'd kind of just let it go. Yeah, sail past.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line, 34-yard line. But it'll be technically the 14-yard line if we're talking about the distance of the field.
They got Santa Maria's got their 2-minute drill. I don't know what.
Hook and ladder again by the Saints. And, of course, brought down, and that's Cassie Marquez with another tackle.
Offensively and defensively, Cassie Marquez doing it all here. Also, just great basketball player. You know what? Just a great teammate during lunchtime, too.
Yes.
Lunchtime, we play basketball, teachers versus students. Sometimes we don't have enough teachers out there, and she's always willing to play on our team. And she kills it out there. There we go.
Run to the left side. A good job there by Chloe Ortiz making the stop. Chloe Ortiz.
This defense really stepping up for this last 2 minutes. I know Santa Maria is trying to run their 2-minute drill, and they're trying to get going, but our Righetti defense is shutting it down on the corners.
1:05 left to play in the ball game. 3rd down and a couple. Pass is out to the right side, complete. And a 1st down. It'll get past the 40, so they only needed about 6 yards. They got to the 1st. It'll be clock will stop to reset. 49.8 seconds left to go for the Saints. It'll be spotted at the 42. They'll need to get to the opposing 40-yard line for another 1st down. I believe the clock should run.
I think we're the Warriors right now. You just got to keep your eye on the quarterback and make sure that Sophie doesn't find a corner and gets to that end zone.
The clock is going to get reset to 55 seconds. 55 seconds going to be put on the clock. So 55 seconds left. I believe the clock's going to run on the signal for whistle, or the signal by the white hat official.
55 seconds left. Let's go, Warriors.
And this formation here, this is where they made a lot of those big plays. Look how spread out Santa Maria's team is. It's just all over the place. Heavy on the right side right now. You have one girl on the left. I say they're probably going to run it on this left side here.
At some point, you got to believe they're going to have to take a shot deep, right? And this is where it's going to be difficult going in this direction. But we'll see when that time does come. Clock is running now, inside of 49 seconds. Motion man now going to the left side, dropping back now up the middle, and the Warriors finally bring it down. There is a penalty on the play. Now that may be holding on the defense or flag guarding on the offense. What is your call, Coach?
I think that's a flag guard on Sophie right at the R, right down the middle.
I'm gonna say on the defense. It is on the defense. Holding on the defense. I thought she kind of grabbed her and then pulled her flag. When I think that's what they call holding is. When they call holding is they grab the person as they run by. They don't have the flag yet, and then they grab the flag. I'm curious if the clock will start. Big get. So that'll be a 15-yard penalty. No, I think it's a 10-yard penalty. Excuse me. So if the officials wind the clock here, I'll let you know. And they are. They're going to wind the clock. 38 seconds. It's not running. We got to run the clock. There it goes. 38 seconds. Now inside of 30. Another, motion, fake motion. Sophie throwing deep. That's going to be, almost intercepted. Mariah Andrade. No, that's, I believe, Monet Guzman. No.
Yeah,
that was Mariah Andrade, number 9, who got in front of that pass. Could have been easily picked off. The clock stops with 29.2 seconds left. It'll be third down, Coach?
I think it's third.
Down Warriors after defense.
Second down after the penalty. So it's second down. Second down, 29 seconds left. The Warriors looking for the first win in Righetti school history here for the Righetti girls flag football team.
Pressure by Warriors.
Hand off to the left, dropping back, looking deep. That pass is intercepted! A great play by the Warriors! An interception! That is Mariah Andrade, who just about seals the deal for the Warriors.
I think she just needed a couple to get by her. After she saw a couple of them, she was ready to catch that one. Ready to make a statement with less than 30 seconds left. We might be...
So with 2 timeouts left, I think Saints already took one. You could just kneel on it, I believe, and the game will be over. They should not have to run another play. What a job by the Warriors.
Let's see what they do here, Coach.
See what they decide. I mean, Santa Maria does have a couple of timeouts they could use, but they don't have 3. Call their own, just kneels on it. And that should be the ball game. And the teams are celebrating. The teams are celebrating. The clock is going to hit 0. For the first time in school history, the Righetti girls flag football team has a victory as the girls jumping up and down. What a game. The Warriors win 7-6 against your Santa Maria Saints. Coach, give me a player of the game for me.
Player of the game, I don't know. Andrade's got to be up there with a couple of deflections. We got Cassie Marquez with her touchdown.
Thank you, everybody.
I think you can look at it both ways. Offensively, I would go with Cassie. Defensively, I would go with Andrade there just to seal a deal for our inaugural first game.
100%. Cassie Marquez, the only touchdown for the Warriors. 2-point conversion goes to Sadie Reyes, Megan Calderon, dropping back, really finding her rhythm there in the second half. Had a fantastic game and definitely something that the girls can build on. Well, that was fun, something new for you wherever you're joining us from. We thank you for watching. Coach, it's been a pleasure.
I appreciate it. It's been
We'll have to do this again sometime. The final score here from Orcutt, the Righetti Warriors 7, the Santa Maria Saints 6. From all of us here at Righetti High School, my partner, Rolando Grijalva, I'm Kyle Tocanzini, wishing you guys a very pleasant weekend. Enjoy some football, and as always, go Warriors.
Go Warriors.